Shalom, Kahalo, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle, great millstone, and the elders who are well. Peace and blessing to the elect. Salutation and honor to all you Akim out there that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. And I'm going to title this video, No More Good Time for the People in Babylon. No more good time. Because the time that we're about to approach right now is gonna be a times of evil. In fact, bring out in Amos chapter 5, verse 18. And he says this: Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So the day of the Lord is darkness, man, and not light. For those of you who are desiring the day of the Lord, you're gonna find out that the day of the Lord is darkness, chaotic destruction. All that is about to come upon this world, especially here in Babylon. People are gonna go wild, wild, crazy, insane, and killing one another. Why? Because of what's to come. And it's prophecy, man. You prophesy about these things that's about to come, because you're looking at the restriction that Esau is putting on in the American citizen, I should say, and in the people here in America, or in the people in Babylon. The restriction law he put in those people, man, trying to get them to take the vaccine, or otherwise they don't take the vaccine, they can't do anything they want to do. And now in this article, it's from the independent.co.uk. He says Florida landlord to evict tenant who refuses to get vaccinated. So now you got Florida landlord who are evicting tenant who refuse to get the vaccine. And he says you don't want to get vaccinated, you have to move. And if you don't move, one must move forward with eviction, landlord say. So now you got all this that's happening now, man. Now, before you could have just, if you don't take the vaccine, you could go to the gym, you could go to the club, certain places you could enter, in some state, I'm sure they won't even allow you to get to the store. Certain restaurant won't even take you in, won't even allow you to dine in. If you don't take the vaccine, you can't even go to the movie. And now, if you don't take the vaccine, you'll be evicted. You see, and that's what's going to cost a lot of people to just snap, which eventually will lead to a civil war. Because I'm telling you, it's going to get chaotic. This is the day of darkness that the Lord is talking about, man. It's going to be chaos out here in America real soon. And he says, in Florida, landlord has told tenant to get vaccinated or leave the apartment building. Jasmine Irby told the Washington Post that when she left her South Florida apartment last month, she saw a notice from the management company of the building fastening to her door. As of August 15, all new tenant must show proof of vaccination before moving in. Existing tenant must show proof of vaccination before leases are renewed, the notice said, adding that the rule also applied to employees who work at the building. So you see, now, whether you are a tenant who was already living here, or a tenant that's just moving in, you have to be vaccinated. And all that is just leading up to what? The mark of the beast. The mark of the beast. That is what this is all leading up to, man. That mark of the beast, as he said in Revelation the 13th and 16th chapter, and he says this. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. And you gotta have that mark, because that is what's gonna lead to. Now, Biden said this, that his patience is wearing thin. He doesn't have no more patience anymore. So this devil got some evil plot cooking up for you people here in America. He got some evil plot cooking up, and the military is gonna get involved. And the military's gonna get involved. Once they give the order to have the military swoop in, your opinion ain't gonna matter anymore. It's gonna be either you comply, with what they say, or you be put to death, because that is what's gonna lead up to here in America. And that's what's gonna cause people to pick up arms and start fighting against one another, against the government. And Esau, he hold the food supply. He's gonna prevent food from coming to the store, and he's gonna shut down the supermarket. He's telling you, it's gonna be an all-out chaos here in America. That's that day of darkness, man. People are not gonna care about each other anymore. Once they no longer can't find any food. Why? Because Esau is in control of the food supply. And with the press of the button, man, Esau's gonna shut everything down. And that's gonna cause people to panic. That's gonna cause people to start rioting in the street. Which then Esau can use this shit as an excuse to push martial law. And there's gonna be an all-out war here in America. And the only way you're gonna be able to survive, that's if you follow what your government tell you to follow. But people are not gonna blah about what the government says. A lot of people going to want to choose death than want to take that mark, because that mark of the beast is what's coming next after that vaccine. That's why it says again, "Won't you that desire the day of the Lord? To what end is it for you? To what end is it for you? What is your end gonna be if the Lord's not with you? How are you gonna survive? To what end is it for you? Because a lot of you people are not seeing what's going on, especially you Jakes, you so-called Negro, you Native Indian, you land tribes out there, man, who are lost in this truth. Here you are, man. You got brothers out there laboring day in and day out there in the street, tell you Jakes, man, giving you Jakes warning of what should come. You Jakes still refuse to pay attention. You Jakes still believe that somehow America is gonna get back up in her feet, and then it's gonna go back to the way it was before, where everybody was happy, enjoying the good time, going to the movie, going out to the play, doing this, doing that. All that is over with. All that is over with. No more good time here in America anymore. And there's going to be another lockdown. And you best believe they're going to shut down everything this time. And they may shut it down permanently. To the point where you might not be able to take the airplane to travel. Or no bus that you go anywhere. Hell, they might even declare martial law. And that's the form. And if they shut down everything, that's the form of martial law. And they may shut it down permanently until the people get that jab. But of course, people are going to rebel, not going to take it, and that's what's going to lead to a civil war. And when Esau hold back the food, and the food all comes in, people are going to reserve to go into each other's houses and taking what they can just to survive. And they're going to have to kill their own neighbor just to survive. This is the time we're living in, man. A time of evil, a time of darkness. And it's not light. You Christian love to desire the day of the Lord, man. But believe me, man, the day of the Lord is not going to be light for a lot of you so-called Christian out there who claim yourself to be in the truth. Because you very same Christian that are taking that sea blue, or they're gonna be the very same one that's gonna easily go out there and take that mark of the beast when the time do come. Y'all about to see hell. Because tell me that we are already in hell, but hell is about to get a whole lot worse when that time do come. And he says in verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. You may walking down the street and you see two military troops running after somebody and enforcing that jab upon them. You may start seeing that very soon. Your governor, your president, are gonna start taking things very seriously. And in October may be that year. In October, maybe that month of this year when all hell break loose, man. It may be that month for this year. You know, because things not gonna be looking too good for you people here in Babylon. You know, who think that everything's gonna be okay. Because when you go to in Matthew chapter 21, actually it's like it's Matthew 24, verse 20. No, actually verse 21. And he said, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as never was since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." You see, for there shall be a great tribulation, such as never was since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's about to get a whole lot worse. What you see that's happening right now, it's just a small little taste for what's to come. Because Esau right now, he's in his bed, you know, he's in his bed imagining the all sort of evil he's about to do to you people, especially to you so-called Negro, you Native Indian, and you Lion tribes out there. Because remember it says this in Revelation 12:12, "Woe to the inhabitant of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down onto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time." So yeah, his time is short. So now what this devil's about to do, man, he's about to put a lot of restriction everywhere. And then eventually he's just gonna push martial law. He's gonna drive the people to cause anarchy throughout the street, and then he's just gonna move in. And he's just gonna start. You saw your governor, the so-called white man. He's gonna start giving order to his troops to start blessing people on the street who failed to comply with their order. This devil main goal is New World Order, and to cheat everybody, man, to get everybody that chip. This is what it's all about. And when that happened, man, you people are not gonna be so free anymore as you thought you were. You're not gonna be so free anymore when you realize that everything that you want to do now you can no longer do them. All your freedom have been completely cut off from you. You're gonna find out that you can't even go outside at a certain time. You know, you can't even go outside at a certain time. And then when you go to the supermarket, and if Esau do allow to be in the supermarket, you probably gonna get only one or two items, and that's it. Because this is what's coming here in America. This is what's coming. There's no more fun time here in America anymore. You can't forget that. You people out there that's outside the United States that's coming here for tourists, for vacation. You know, if Esau decides to just push martial law and completely put a major restriction in the United States, you're not gonna be able to flee out of Babylon. You'll be trapped and doomed to be destroyed. You know, it's gonna be a great tribulation, man. A great tribulation is coming. The whole world is gonna get hit hard with that great tribulation. But America, which is spiritually Babylon, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, you know, is gonna get hit the hardest. You know, it's gonna get the hardest, man. And that's what the Lord said this. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect said those days should be shortened. You know, so the Lord got to show on those days, man. The Lord got to show on those days, because that's how bad it's gonna get here in America. For the elect's sake, the Lord will show on those days. And you people still think, you people still believe that America can be saved. You still believe that you be able to do the thing that you used to do back in the past. You can no longer do that anymore. It's done. You know, it is done. You know, and you jerks, man, who are sleeping in this truth, man, who refuse to hear the warning. You better wake the hell up, because it says in Jeremiah 31, verse verse 7, Salaki, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Salaki Akim. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. And he says this, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." You see? He says, "Alas, for that day is great." So that is not like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the elect man of the nation of Israel gonna be saved out of it. So that's how bad it's about to get here in America. That is how bad it's gonna be. America that you people dream of coming here, you people that's out there who dream coming here in America, you're gonna find out that America is no longer that tender and delicate country anymore. You're gonna find out the hard way, man. That America is no longer that tender and delicate country anymore. Babylon has already fallen and she can't be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. You people are about to have a dreadful day. A dreadful day. You know? Y'all talk about, you should have never voted for Joe Biden. Oh, Joe Biden, we should have never put Joe Biden in the office. It doesn't matter who the president was going to be. Whoever the president was, the same thing would have happened. Whether it was Donald Trump or somebody or some other president, the same thing would have happened. The same thing would have happened, man. It doesn't matter who, because they're all puppet, working for the elite, doing the elite's work. It's coming, man. It's gonna we're about to enter into a day of darkness. You know, the time of you people dreaming and walking in the park, you know, having a nice day with your family and friends, or having a barbecue, you know, having a great old time. All that's about to be over. It's about to be over real soon. You're not gonna have those time anymore. It's gonna be done. The only thing I'll be thinking of when that day do come is how to survive. It's just like it says in Amos chapter 5, verse bring out again. I don't know if I read it already, but I'm gonna bring it out again. I say 5:19, and he says, as if a man they flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So that's all you're gonna be thinking about, is how am I gonna survive out of this? You escape one danger only to fall to another. You find a place thinking that you're gonna be safe, only to find out it's a trap that's waiting for you ahead. You're not even gonna be able to sleep. You know, because danger's gonna be all around you everywhere you go. And the only way you're gonna make it out through it, the only way you're gonna make it through it all is if Yahweh Shem Yahshua is with you, man. You know, as he says in verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? So it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad for a lot of you people out there here in Babylon, especially those of you who are living so comfortably here in Babylon. You got it all, you know. You got your big house, your nice car, and everything else, you know, but not knowing that you're about to lose it all. Time's about to get real hard here in Babylon. Right now, it's all about the unvaccinated versus the vaccinated. You know, the vaccinated. You know, it's about those who took the job and those who not took the job. All that's gonna lead to a big collision where people are just gonna take up arms and start killing one another. And there ain't gonna be no pity, and people ain't gonna have no pity upon their neighbor. They're not going to guard their car. They're not going to guard their governor, their mayor. You know, they're not going to guard the president. You know, people just gonna start taking matter into their own hand. So you people here in America thinking that, you know, things is gonna go back to the way it was. Well, guess what? You could kiss your bright and shiny day goodbye, because you ain't gonna see that anymore, man. One day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna start seeing dead body everywhere. because it's coming. It is coming. And Esau's coming down having great wrath. And he will kill his own people just to get you so-called Negro and Native Indian land tribes out there. This devil will kill his own people just to get to y'all, because y'all are the first target. And I always say this, y'all are the first target in his hit list. And that is whom the so-called is coming after the most, because he knows who we are. He knows who you jakes are. That we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelite. You so-called Negro, you Native Indian, and you land tribes out there, you're the true descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that is why Esau's going to seek out to kill you the most. So get ready, man, because it is coming. So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Halor Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makar Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle, great millstone, and the elders who will well. Peace and blessing to the elect. Salutation and honor to all you Akim out there that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.